What's up guys, this is your boy Chris back with another reptile video to help you guys raise your reptile in the best conditions as they can have. So in today's video, you guys probably wonder why is it so dark? And the major reason is because I'm going to be showing you guys one really cool reptile that I received this morning. This leopard gecko is very sensitive towards the light, so I decided to record this video during the night so that when I'm recording this video, my gecko is not really getting any stress. Although he may be getting a little bit of stress due to these all lights and everything, but I'm trying my best to minimize all the stress from him. So this is what I'm going to be showing you guys today and briefly telling you guys what it's all about. So without further ado, let's get started. Oh, and by the way, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so that you can watch all these good contents and learn from me about the leopard gecko and red-eye Goskins. But that's it, let's get started. So right here, right behind me, there's a bunch of hatchling tubs we got here. And one of our new leopard gecko is actually in one of these. The leopard gecko that I received today is hatchlings. It's about 15 grams. That's what breeder told me when he was shipping the reptile. I haven't measured the weight yet, so he might grow a little bit after when the breeder measured his weight. But what I got here today is a male WY jungle tramper 50% hat eclipse, and it was born in June 21st 2020. His parents has atomic genetics and WY hat eclipse. So this is the tops that we prepared for him today, and since it's his first day, I'm not supposed to touch a lot. When you receive your leopard gecko for the first time, you're not supposed to touch or handle them too often right after when you receive them. It's best to have them in the enclosure or in this type of tub for about a week before you even handle them for very long. But because I need to record this video for you guys and show you guys my new leopard geckos, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna try my best to handle him gently and going to be putting him back in as soon as possible so that he doesn't get any stress when he's on this video. But basically this is the tub we have for him. I did spray some water during the afternoon on the side to get some humidity. Since he was getting a long flight trip, he might be a little bit dehydrated, so I gave him some water on the side. But for today, I didn't decide to put the mealworms today because he probably wouldn't eat it even if I give him, since he has a rough day while coming here. And since it's a WY and tramper, you know, albino lions, they're a little bit sensitive to the lights, so I decided to give him some hide, which all of you guys are supposed to give him a hide. But sometimes when you have a lot of leopard gecko like me, you probably sometimes run out, but I highly recommend getting a hide all the time for your leopard geckos. So here you go. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Ta-da! I'll show you guys a closer view. And this is the gecko that we received today, and obviously he doesn't really like the sunlight. You know how his eyes are closed right now? The major reason why his eyes is so closed is because he doesn't like to have these lights. But this is how he looks like. I'll give you a close-up view just to give you some visual. And I need to put him back in because I don't want to stress him out too much. But basically he's like a jungle WY. I barely even seen this type of morph in the market. I think they sometimes do have it, but I haven't seen a lot of them, and it just got my attention, so I had to get it. And I just immediately reached out to the breeder, and the breeder was actually thinking about holding him for his next project. But I begged him because I wanted him so bad. I wanted the color, I like the color and pattern. It's something unique that I haven't seen for quite a long time. Or maybe it's like my second time seeing him in the market, and I just had to get him. So I told him that I would pay more to get him to our location so that I can work with the project. And thankfully, he accepted my offer and I was able to get him to our locations today. In previous video, I told you guys how Las Vegas is a little bit hot during this time and it is not safe to ship out reptiles and ship in the reptiles. But recently I have discovered there's one way that will allow them to come here a little bit more safer during these hot weather seasons. And the one way that I found out recently was that if you tell your breeder or any of the reptile owner who you bought your reptile from, and if it's really hot here in Las Vegas, you can simply ask them to have your reptile arrive at the local FedEx hub. Usually FedEx is a lot of people use for their reptiles because FedEx does really well with the shipping when it comes to overnight shipping, which that arrives the next day. If you ask them to ship it to the local FedEx hub where they accept reptiles or live animals, I highly recommend doing that instead of shipping it to your direct locations, your house or your office. Because think of it this way, if you get your reptiles to ship to your locations, basically what will happen is, let's say if it's coming from flight, then the flight will depart to the big warehouse where they manage hold the shipping stuff, and they will eventually have another big truck to move the whole package to the one of the FedEx hub, and then they will transport those boxes to small trucks, and those small trucks will now come visit the houses for the guests. And if you think about all those steps, you can literally cut one step away from that whole vigorous shipping process, and you can simply have your reptile sit in the office where there's AC and there's eventually will be no movement because they're not gonna touch any of shipping box unless the customers comes to the location to pick it up or they're going out to other locations. If they requested to ship to the FedEx hub, then they will just literally won't touch anything until the guests look for that box. So that is a one way that the breeder has recommended, and I immediately said, yes, let's try, which I didn't really want to try, but because he didn't have a lot of space and he didn't have a lot of time to maintain all of his leopard gecko. He has tons of leopard geckos, and I totally get that. It goes, there's a lot of things when it comes to a lot of reptiles, which I don't really care about it because I don't have that many reptiles. But for some people, they may just want to have those reptiles go out as soon as possible, but at the same time they probably want to have those reptiles arrive home very safe. So that's one way of his recommendation that we should do, and I decided to accept that recommendations. I was a little bit hesitant and worried that the reptile would arrive home safe or not, but luckily he put extra things inside the box to make sure the reptile is secured and safe, that he arrived really safe without any issues. As you can tell, some leopard geckos or certain reptiles, when they were shipped to one locations, you can sometimes find like lost tails, where when some geckos, they feel scared or they feel stressed, they will sometimes cut their tails, but he didn't have any of those issues. I think he came here really safe and well, so I'm happy now because he's now going to be living in the best place with our products and everything. That's one of the gecko that I received today. There's a ton more leopard geckos that I have reserved, which it's going to become very soon once the weather gets better. This is just one breeder who has to ship out a little bit sooner, so I had to receive it today. But everything went really well, safe, so I think that is perfect with me, and I just had to show you to you guys since I have promised to share the video on our Instagram channel. So there you go, there's one of the gecko that I brought today. Hope you guys enjoy the video. And the reason why, and mainly people would ask, why would I get this leopard gecko, WY, right? Mainly it's because I love the color, the white, yellow, and orange color. Those things are one of my favorite colors, and it looks really good with those combos. So I had to get one. I never had one. I was actually thinking about getting one very soon, but I just couldn't find a really good one that just gets my attention. So I was just looking around for quite a long time, but couldn't find the best one for me. And that one, this boy right here that I got today, was the one that just got my whole attention. So I had to get him, and I finally got him into our locations. So we are expecting to breed him with another WY we're thinking about getting. We haven't decided which WY we're getting, or we might just breed him to our projects, snow lions and blood tangerine lions. We'll see, we have to see. But there's a lot more leopard geckos going to be coming into our locations, which I would love to share with you guys. So stay tuned and watch my video every single week when it's released. And unfortunately, there's going to be an adjustment for our video, which I used to record video every Monday and Thursday, right? And during this time, our products orders are getting increased. Sometimes it gets even delayed. And I think right now at this time, it is more important to take care of my customers who are actually paying me to get their items, so they can have all the full satisfactions with the shipping times altogether. I try my best to get their locations as soon as possible, but there are a couple of limits that we have to face, which our machines can't print fast as we want. They have a specific limit time to finish the products, which we have to wait a couple hours for each product. And as soon as those are done, then we will ship it right away to them. But I think right now, because they're waiting for their items to arrive at their locations, it is my duty to have them ready as soon as possible and to get there arrive as soon as possible. So that is something that I'm been focusing more right now. Although I wanted to record more videos and do this type of content with you guys. Once those are all clear and done, I'll be trying to record video and update video every Monday and Thursday. But meanwhile, until that is getting done, I'll try 2 videos a week, but maybe most likely 1 video a week will be a time limit for me at the moment. If there's any updates, then I'll definitely record another video like this and share you guys everything that I know and show you guys all these beautiful creatures that I'm collecting for 2020. But that's pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for watching my video until now, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Gecko!